Thomas, you know what I thought of you when I first met you? Who are you?
Thomas Magnum.
How long are you staying? A few days? A week?
Who are you again?
Juliet Higgins?
Oh, right, the Major Dodo.
Major Domo.
I don't know. Robin kind of left it open-ended. I think he wants me to stay here for a while.
When you arrived, honestly, all I saw was a freeloading charlatan with nothing but a baseball cap, a couple of t-shirts, and a cocky grin.
Are you really that bothered that I'm a security consultant around here?
No, it bothers me that you didn't think to tell me.
Then why am I here?
Constantly asking myself and Mr. Masters that very question.
Kind of all started with you.
If you want to be a private investigator, you shouldn't be waiting around. You should be out there seizing opportunities.
I have a little favor to ask.
Seeing as this case will keep you away for longer, I'm going to say yes. To this one favor, this one time.
Magnum, are you asking me out on a date?
No. Not a date, a favor.
Magnum is many things. He's an uncultured man-child, a lazy freeloader, a terrible driver.
I think I should drive. Because despite your many, many, many flaws, you're actually a good man. You know that when Robin Masters first told me that you were coming to stay at the guest house, he also gave me a heads up about you.
I'm glad you had each other at least.
Well, not always. When we were there, they liked to put Thomas in solitary confinement for long stretches.
He said, handle with care.
When he was there, we didn't know if he was dead or alive.
Did you know he almost got married once?
I was with somebody that I thought was the one, and she hurt me in ways that I didn't think were possible. At one point in my life, I was going to ask that woman to marry me. And I guess I want to know if any of that was real.
And I mean, I didn't know what he meant at the time, but I guess after today, I kind of do.
And you would think maybe after something like that, I wouldn't be willing to open myself up again. But I'm willing to give love another shot. You know exactly what to do.
Yes, well, I have had some experience.
My mom passed away when I was in Afghanistan.
Where's my mother?
Sorry. I had no idea.
I know I can sometimes come across rather cold. Megan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I was a little harsh about Abby earlier.
Just saying, I should have listened to Robin and treated you a bit differently. I don't know, been a bit nicer.
Oh, you were harsh. I hadn't noticed. I prefer you being you. And I know you.
You don't know me that well. There's a lot you don't know about me, Thomas. Truth is, it's been an easy way for me to keep people at an arm's length.
I'm scared of getting close to someone, I think. It's a defense mechanism.
It won't bring Richard back.
He deserves to die. After everything you did yesterday, I kind of thought you deserved to see who Richard was.
You said that I don't know you, but I think I do.
He was a good man, like you.
You came here because you were concerned about me.
But I'm trying to do that less.
Okay, fine. Maybe a tiny bit.
Thanks for showing up today. I really appreciate it. There you go. You admit you care about my well-being. I'm touched.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for all the times you helped me out. Thank you for letting me drag you into dangerous situations. You've had my back since before we were even partners. Because you worried about me?
I found something here that I don't want to lose.
You just want to make sure I'm okay?
Don't flatter yourself. There are people here you've gotten close to that frightens you.
I think I'm better at my job with you than I am without you.
Are you saying that I complete you?
Professionally, yes. Our different skill sets is actually what makes us a great team.
Megan, are you about to ask me to become your partner?
Hacking, computer searches, all of that is totally your thing.
I do think that we complement each other rather well. Never let you drag me in
be glad to know that after much deliberation, I have decided to accept your offer. Higgins and Magnum Private Investigations.
What's wrong with you today?
Can't I be exasperated at your unwillingness to admit fault and admit responsibility for once?
You get mad at me at least, once a day, but you always come straightforward with it. No, it's not that, it's something else. This time you refuse to tell me anything, which is just weird. If you're not honest with me about how you feel, it's not fair to me.
And you said that the only way that this would work is if we were totally truthful.
Honestly, you don't have to tell me anything.
No, I do. I want to be honest with you.
You and I have a cone of silence. Not if this is gonna work.
And this is a two-way street.
My visa's expired.
We can get married. I mean, you do want to stay in Hawaii, don't you? I have family here too.
Come again?
You know, we get married, you get a green card, problem solved.
I've reconsidered my decision to marry you.
If you don't do this, they're gonna send you home.
You'll be just fine.
I'm disappointed that you're leaving. She drives me crazy, but I gotta admit, I'm gonna miss her.
Turns out I don't have to be much trouble.
So you're not going?
You want me to?
No.
Did that just happen?
Welcome home, Higgins.
Robin's just signed over full ownership of this estate to me.
So technically, we now work for you.
Things are going to have to change. Something wrong?
Sorry, but I overheard the doc ask you out on a date.
Is there something wrong with that?
No, I think it's great.
Higgy and I, we worked really closely together, and now I gotta share it with somebody else.
You're a very important part of my day. Of my life.
And I just gotta get used to the idea that I'm gonna have to share her with somebody. It's a little hard, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't want you to worry. You know, last year when I got shot, you said that you didn't know what you would do without me. You don't know what you'd do without me. I don't know what I would do without you.
Well, I just didn't want you to die. MI6 doesn't care if you die. I do.
I'm okay.
It's gonna be okay. Glad you're okay. I still did.
And I built a better life with people who actually do care whether I live or die. When I promised to spend the rest of my life with Richard, I meant it.
You feel like you're betraying him because you've fallen in love with Ethan.
Love and grief can coexist. And neither one of them happens on anyone else's schedule.
Something tells me he would be happy for you.
And you can't deny there's a little something there.
Higgins and I are business partner.
Thomas and I have a strictly professional relationship.
Currently, we're nothing more than friends.
You're my best friend.
You never thought about it?
No, like never. When you work that closely with somebody, sure, it crosses your mind.
This morning he asked me if I would consider going to Kenya with him.
You're staying here because of me and our partnership. You're just gonna end up resenting me. And if it doesn't work out with you and Ethan, you're gonna think it was my fault and end up hating me even more.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is. I think you should follow your heart.
I'm really gonna miss you, Thomas.
Say I won't miss you.
Or is it because you miss me and you were looking for an excuse to call?
Miss you too, Higgy. Hopefully I'll see you in a couple months.
I'm coming home.
Wow, really? Well, I'll be happy to have you home.
I was happy to come home to my ohana. I'm looking forward to being back.
But if I'm happy, it's because I finally have my partner back after she bailed on me for 6 months. You know, being forced to work without you has reminded me of something.
Thomas, the only thing I'm worried about is you coming to the conclusion that somehow you do more work than I do.
How much more work I do than you do?
We can debate that later.
Really, I was joking.
Yeah, but there's a kernel of truth to every joke, as they say.
You also said that you missed home and your ohana.
What are you doing?
Just hold still.
You know I can dress myself. I've been doing it since I was 3. Now that I'm better, you can go ahead and admit that you're worried about it.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Just said I'm fine.
Did? You were lying.
Higgins has been acting strange, and I want to know what's going on. But I also have to respect boundaries. What is going on with you? I mean, you came back home early from Kenya. Didn't say why. You've been disappearing, lying to me.
I can't discuss this with you.
No, you have to discuss it. I just saw you get black bagged by professional operatives. Am I supposed to pretend that didn't happen?
I can assure you I was in no danger.
Convince me. I decided I'm gonna find her and watch her back, whether she wants me to or not.
Thinking about losing Thomas is making me
Scared?
and angry. I think about what life would be like without him, and then I think what I would do to whoever took him away. I suppose we're both really lucky to have people in our lives who love us enough to make us hate them a little bit sometimes. But no, it's just good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
You were someone who was genuinely concerned about people. I'll do anything to help them. Look. You shouldn't have any regrets. Your mother would be very proud of the man you are today. Well, for what it's worth, I think you've been really good at it.
I don't think you'd be so bad yourself.
I appreciate that.
No, I think my mom would have really liked you.
I'm sure I would have liked her too.
We'll have coops, maybe watch a movie. Hang out for a bit, stay for a beer.
Yeah, I would. I just take a rain check.
I'm just saying, you know, I am totally okay spending the night out here by myself, drinking an entire bottle of wine. No big deal.
Sure. Magnum, what are you doing here?
It's a funny story. I actually saw fencing in the calendar, and I figured that, you know, given my role as head of security, I should probably show up. I was just thinking that since you don't have anything on the schedule, maybe you can do something outside of work, like pillbox or something.
Of course, workplace romances rarely work out.
You know, this morning, I was just wondering what compelled you to ask me to spend the day with you.
It's not always the case. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a random sex dream.
It's not a sex dream, Magnum.
Okay, well, the point is you don't have to feel weird about it. I mean, love isn't something you talk yourself into or out of. It just, I don't know, it is or it isn't. What happened to the therapy sessions?
More specifically, your partner, Thomas.
No, No, look, we're not. It's
just food for thought.
Dr. Agawa kind of gave me a little more advice than I was bargaining for. You can't touch my body with your body.
You touched me first. Oh, yeah? What'd she say? Okay, fine, don't talk about it. But if you're looking for a little advice, you deserve the kind of love where you don't have to decide.
I can't have Magnum, of all people, on my mind all the time.
Well, you're having a recurring dream where the two of you kiss. I'd say he's on your mind whether you like it or not.
In fact, you're still touching me.
Did not touch you? Sure, I've never touched you.
Why is it not a dream?
Touche.
Doesn't mean anything.
I don't, and I agree completely. I can't. The stakes are too high. There's our friendship, our business.
Higgins and I are business partners, right? If things go wrong, which they may, it could be very awkward.
I mean, once I let that cat out of the bag, I can't just put it back in.
I don't know. I think it's fate. See, I think the universe brought you two together as partners, lay a foundation. Is that why you're not living?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Since I died, everybody else has been living. And here you are, with a chance to be happier than you ever been.
You deserve to be happy, Juliet.
But maybe instead of thinking of all the ways it could go bad, you think of the ways it could go good. You owe that to yourself.
And you won't
At some point, you gotta get back out there.
I have to tell you, because it's just gonna haunt me otherwise.
When you were in the wine cellar yesterday, I wanted to spend the day with you.
Then I have feelings for you.
Because I wanted to say the same thing. I have feelings for you. I think I have for a while.
I don't want to risk losing our friendship and our partnership, and maybe we shouldn't go there.
We probably shouldn't.
She's right there. Someday you will make someone very happy.